Hi, I'm Trish and welcome to the very quick video on how to sew a mask. So this is a free pattern you can download from my website, the link's below. All you need is 2 pieces of fabric, and they need to be a woven fabric. It needs to be breathable, so put 2 pieces or 2 layers over your face and just check that that's comfortable. Also, you're going to need 2 pieces of elastic. I suggest 5mm, 1/4 inch wide. You can use smaller, you can use 3mm if you want. That's 1/8 of an inch. And you need to cut those to 20 centimeters each, so 8 inches long. So this is a really fast pattern. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our pieces right sides together and make sure they match. Then we're going to sew this curve edge here. Now I've patterned this for 6mm, which is 1/4 inch seam allowances, but if you sew them up to 1 centimetre, 3/8 of an inch, it's really not going to make a huge difference. Now we're going to find the centre and fold it so that it is right sides together, and we're going to match the seam we've just sewn. And for this it's a good idea if the seams face in opposite directions, and then just sew that across. Now to do the bottom part, on one side you will have what's called a notch, which is just a small mark. Basically it means we want to leave a gap from the folded edge to be able to turn this through. It does not matter which side you leave the gap for turning through. Just go ahead and sew that, leaving a gap. Now turn this through so we have wrong sides together or right sides out. Go to your iron, and making sure this is pushed all the way out to the edge, give that a press, and at the same time make sure this gap opening is turned in by whatever seam allowance you sewed for. So for me that's 6mm, 1/4 inch, and make sure that presses together as well. So here I've pressed my mask into place. What I'm going to do now is edge stitch around this to hide this gap here. So I'm going to edge stitch from the right side of the fabric just so it looks really tidy. When we edge stitch, we literally want to stitch just in from the edge just to tidy it up. So I'm stitching, it's probably 1mm in, which is, it's not even 1/16 of an inch. It's small. So if you're using different fabrics for the outside and the lining, make sure you turn the side to the lining side. And we want to turn this in by about 1.5 centimeters, which is 9/16 of an inch. And then we're going to stitch this down to create a channel for our elastic to go through. Now if you're using a hair tie, all you need to do now is put the hair tie in and stitch it down like this. Make sure you don't catch the hair tie in it. We're just going to feed those through later, so turn that in and stitch from side to side. Don't forget to back tack. Now it's time to thread the elastic through our channel. I'm going to use a loop turning tool, but you can just use a safety pin, or sometimes a hair slide works really well. Just thread that through and then tie whatever knot you prefer. You could just do a standard loop knot. I'm going to do a reef knot, which is right over left, left over right. When that's tight, all you need to do now is thread that back through into the channel to hide it and keep it all tidy. And when you've finished that on one side, don't forget to repeat it on the other side. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and all the details for the pattern are in the link below. Thanks for joining me. Hope to see you again soon.